The world's truly legendary victories do not rely solely on raw human muscle. They build incredible technological breakthroughs that completely re-engineer the physics of slaughter. When we think of elite historical commanders, we imagine brilliant minds shouting tactical orders. But true, absolute battlefield dominance belongs to the masterminds of history's most disruptive weapons. These clever inventors manipulated wood, bronze, iron, and chemistry to change human conflict forever. Today we are counting down 10 revolutionary weapon inventions that completely altered the battlefield. We will look closely at exactly how these mechanical evolutions destroyed old military doctrines. Before we dive in, please like and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles right now. Hitting that big subscribe button helps us bring you more high-quality history videos. Do not forget to turn on the notification bell for your daily history fix. Let's start our global countdown with number 10, which takes us to the dawn of humanity. Number 10 is the creation of the tipped throwing spear and the heavy stone pickaxe. The terrifying situation unfolded when early humans stepped out of the forests onto dangerous open plains. They possessed absolutely no sharp claws, heavy fangs, or thick armor-protective hides to survive. Instead of surrendering to nature, ancient humans sharpened stones and lashed them securely to wooden poles. The simple leverage of the spear allowed humans to kill deadly apex predators from a safe distance. Meanwhile, the heavy stone pickaxe transformed regular hand swings into high-impact armor-crushing tools. These primal hunting tools were quickly turned against rival clans in brutal territory wars. This initial invention completely shifted human evolution by transforming a vulnerable primate into an executioner. It remains the foundational masterclass in how external technology instantly amplifies human lethality. Next up at number 9 is the breathtaking metallurgical revolution of the forged bronze sword. For centuries, tribal combat relied entirely on brittle stone clubs and easily snapped wooden spears. Ancient master craftsmen discovered how to combine copper and tin to forge a brand new resilient metal. They cast long, double-edged bronze blades that could slice through leather hides and bones without shattering. The bronze sword allowed warriors to engage in close-range, offensive, slashing maneuvers for the first time. Rulers spent vast treasures securing rare copper and tin trade routes to equip their frontline units. Elite armies wielding these gleaming bronze weapons easily swept across regions, destroying primitive Stone Age villages. The weapon created a highly specialized aristocratic warrior class that dominated early civilizations. It proved that mastering the chemical elements of the earth creates an unshakable military advantage. Number 8 takes us to the vast open steppes with the terrifying invention of the composite bow. Traditional wooden bows lacked the structural tension to shoot arrows across long distances with lethal force. Nomadic Asian archers engineered a brilliant solution by gluing hornwood and animal sinew tightly together. The specialized curved design compressed immense physical energy when pulled back by a rider. The composite bow could launch deadly armor-piercing arrows up to a distance of 400 yards. It gave mobile horsemen the ability to rain down continuous lethal fire while staying completely out of reach. Settled empires built massive stone walls just to protect their citizens from this unseen aerial terror. The weapon allowed small nomadic tribes to systematically destroy massive, slow-moving infantry armies. It remains a legendary masterclass in maximizing kinetic range and mobility over static defenses. Number 7, we look at the magnificent engineering marvel known as the war chariot. Ancient infantry forces were completely limited by the speed and endurance of human legs on the battlefield. Engineers combined lightweight spoked wheels with domesticated horses to build a high-speed mobile platform. The chariot acted as a literal ancient tank, allowing archers to shoot at full speed across flat plains. Pharaohs and kings spent their entire national treasuries building thousands of these expensive custom vehicles. The shock value of a massive chariot line charging at full speed completely broke enemy infantry formations. Foot soldiers would panic and scatter in absolute terror before the heavy horses even reached their lines. It revolutionized tactical speed, turning flat river valleys into absolute high-speed killing zones. This deadly vehicle dominated global warfare for centuries, defining the golden age of ancient empires. Number 6 takes us to the classical Mediterranean world with the devastating Roman Gladius. Ancient armies frequently fought in disorganized, loose formations using long, unwieldy slashing swords. The Roman military engineered a short, double-edged stabbing sword designed specifically for tight mass combat. The Gladius was optimized for rapid, low thrusts beneath an opponent's shield straight into vital organs. Roman soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder in an unbreakable, interlocking shield wall formation. They did not waste energy, swinging wildly instead, delivering short surgical stabs with absolute robotic efficiency. This simple weapon allowed disciplined legions to systematically butcher massive armies of fierce barbarian tribes. It turned the art of close combat into a highly organized industrial process of conquest. The short steel blade successfully forged an empire that wrapped around the entire known Mediterranean world. We have reached the middle position for today, countdown of history's most disruptive weapon inventions. Before we reveal the top 5, please like this video and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles. Your daily support helps us spend more time researching these incredible historical survival stories. Leave a comment right below about which weapon invention has shocked you the most so far on our list. Now let us jump straight to number 5 on our list of unbelievable and historic martial leaps. Number 5 is the defensive mechanical shield, known as the Macedonian Sarissa pike. The brilliant King Philip II needed a way to neutralize the superior individual swordsmanship of rival states. He engineered a massive heavy wooden pike that stretched between 18 and 24 feet in length. He arranged his soldiers into a hyper-disciplined dense formation known as the Macedonian phalanx. The front 5 rows of troops held their long sarissas pointing straight forward in a solid wall of iron points. The remaining rows held their pikes upward at an angle to create a canopy that deflected incoming arrows. Enemy infantries and cavalries charging forward found it completely impossible to get close to the Macedonian lines. They were systematically pinned and impaled by the long pikes before their own shorter weapons could strike. This brilliant mechanical wall allowed a small kingdom to outmaneuver and conquer the massive Persian Empire. Moving to number 4, we look at the absolute terrifying artillery engineering of the Trebuchet. For centuries, massive stone walls made wealthy cities functionally immune to direct frontline military assaults. Medieval engineers utilized the physics of counterweights and levers to construct a massive siege engine. The Trebuchet featured a long wooden arm linked to a box packed with tons of heavy rocks and dirt. When released, the falling counterweight launched massive 300-pound boulders directly through the air. The heavy projectiles slammed into reinforced stone fortifications with absolute catastrophic kinetic force. The weapon could easily smash through thick castle ramparts, turning secure strongholds into rubble within days. Besiegers would also launch rotting animal carcasses or burning chemicals over walls to trigger plagues and fires. It completely broke the old psychological illusion of architectural invulnerability across the medieval world. Number 3 takes us to the naval battlefields of Byzantium with the secret chemical weapon Greek fire. Invading barbarian fleets frequently surrounded the coastal capital city of Constantinople, threatening total collapse. An alchemist engineered a top-secret liquid chemical mixture that could be pumped through bronze tubes on warships. The pressurized weapon acted as a literal flame thrower that coated enemy vessels in inextinguishable fire. The most terrifying aspect of the secret formula was that it burned violently on top of the ocean water. Enemy sailors who jumped into the sea to escape the burning decks were instantly consumed by the water flames. The exact recipe was a highly guarded state secret divided among separate guilds to prevent any leaks. It preserved the structural survival of the empire for centuries by destroying massive invading armadas. This liquid terror remains the ultimate historical masterclass in weaponizing chemistry for absolute psychological panic. At number 2, we look at the revolutionary and highly volatile invention of black gunpowder. Ancient Chinese alchemists accidentally mixed sulfur charcoal and potassium nitrate while searching for eternal life. They realized the chemical mixture exploded with immense kinetic force and blinding light when lit. Military engineers quickly stuffed the powder into hollow bamboo tubes to create the earliest firearms. The technology traveled west completely, ending the 1,000-year dominance of heavily armored knights. A simple peasant soldier with a rudimentary matchlock musket could now easily pierce elite steel plate armor. It completely removed the necessity for a warrior to spend decades training in swordsmanship or archery. The roaring sound and smoke of gunpowder weapons shattered the psychological resolve of traditional armies instantly. It changed the geometry of global warfare, turning conflicts into massive long-range industrial exchanges of fire. Finally, we reach number 1 on our list, which takes us to the modern era of automated destruction. Number 1 is the devastating invention of the fully automatic Maxim machine gun. Traditional infantry tactics still relied heavily on massive, closely packed lines of soldiers charging enemy positions. An inventor engineered a mechanical system that utilized the weapon's own recoil energy to load and fire bullets. The Maxim gun could reliably fire over 600 lethal rounds per minute without a single pause. A tiny crew of just 3 men could completely lock down an entire open valley against thousands of oncoming troops. During the First World War, it turned open fields into absolute meat grinders, forcing armies to hide deep underground. It completely eliminated the old romantic concept of cavalry charges and frontline battlefield glory forever. The weapon proved with absolute cold finality that industrial automation completely dominates human bravery in war. These gripping narratives prove that human resourcefulness can shatter the strongest chains on Earth completely. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to Stickman Chronicles right now. See you tomorrow as we upload high-quality history videos every single day without fail.